The other thing I want to talk about today is cockroaches. Hey, don't act like you never seen one. Don't act like you never had one in your house. I don't care who you are. You are not immune to the cockroach infestation, okay? Now, granted, if you live in the hood or you live in a rat ass apartment, you probably got lots of cockroaches. If you grew up in the Lower East Side of New York, woo, you got Joe's apartment. Now, maybe if you're a couple of lucky people out there that live in a nice, prestigious, gated community, maybe you don't have cockroaches. However, it's a true story what I'm about to tell you. I was, one day out looking at houses to rent a house, and this was about 10 years ago. And me and my lady, we go and we rent this house, and it looked beautiful when we looked at it, okay? The house was empty, it smelled clean, it was beautiful. And we rent the house, we move in. 2 days later, I'm sitting on the couch, and I kid you not, okay? I'm sitting on the couch, and it's summertime, and I'm in a pair of shorts, and I feel something tickling my thigh. And I'm And I look over, and it's not my girl. My girl is not touching me. She's got her hands crossed, and she's looking at the TV just, and I'm like, oh shit, what is touching me? I jump up, thinking that the house is haunted, flip on the light, and Madonna mia, it's a fucking huge ass cockroach. This fucking huge water bug motherfucker is right there on my couch, just kind of looking at me like, hey. I'm like, where the hell did this sucker come from? I run to the kitchen, I turn on the lights, I open up the cabinets, and there's fucking cockroaches. And I'm like, holy shit, honey, come look at this. This place is infested with cockroaches. Now, we had never had a cockroach problem. Everywhere we lived was nice and sparkling clean, no fucking roaches. Now, suddenly, they are crawling through the cabinets. I'm pissed. I called up my landlord, I said, yo, we got the house, we gave you the deposit, the cleaning fee, everything. However, we got a problem with that cleaning deposit because you left a world of cockroaches back here. You need to send the exterminator, you need to send them over here fast. Otherwise, I want my money back. Of course, the guy says, no worries, forget about it. I'm going to have the exterminator there in the morning. So the next day, I'm waiting, pacing around, freaking out. I'm pacing, ding, ding. I open the door, and there's this Waldo-looking dude looking at me. And he's got glasses and a mustache and little curly red hair. And he's got a tie, but then he's got a pesticide uniform on, okay? A tie with a pesticide uniform. You know, the kind of kid that everybody made fun of in school. There he is standing there with a clipboard, and he says, yes, I understand that you're having a bug problem. I'm like, yeah, you're the bug man, huh? Yes, that would be me. All right, sure, come on in. I look out the door there to make sure that I have the friendly bug man and not psycho serial killer. So I see over there the truck that says, we combat bugs. I'm like, beautiful. All right, listen, this is what's going on, okay? We just moved in this house 2 days ago, and the fucking cockroaches are all over the kitchen cabinets, and I can't live like that. So I need you to get rid of these roaches and get rid of them fast. Guy looks at me and says, have a seat. Let's discuss the problem. I'm from New York City. Discuss a fucking bug problem? Okay. I sit down. The guy pulls out his clipboard. He looks at me very intense, and he says, these cockroaches, what kind were they? I mean, were these little Japanese roaches, or were these big German roaches? What kind of insects are we talking about? I'm looking at my girl's looking at me. I'm hearing the Twilight Zone. You've now entered the Twilight Zone. I'm thinking, fucking A, is this guy serious? I'm like, sir, roaches aren't my expertise. You know what it is? Brown little ugly fucking things spreading disease all over my house? Yes, but I really need to know because every roach has a different tactic for killing. Now, were these small black Japanese roaches, you know, kind of tiny, kind of like the shape of little raisins and kind of dark brown looking black? These are Japanese roaches. Or were they the bigger, oblong roaches, kind of light brown in color, kind of come to a point like the shape of an almond? These are German roaches. Which roaches did you find in your house? I am looking at this dude, trying really hard not to explode. I'm like, yo, dude, I don't get up in the faces of these fucking roaches. I don't get up close to see, I'm a Japanese cockroach. Or to see the little swastika right there embedded between their goddamn antennas. I don't know if they're Nazi roaches or kamikaze roaches. All I know is they're fucking roaches. All right, take it easy. It's just that I have to figure out how to combat them correctly. Now, the small Japanese roaches that are dark brown, almost black looking in color, these ones, they like to hang out in the cabinets, see? So we've got this little peanut butter stuff, and make sure and tell your kids that it's not really peanut butter. But it looks like peanut butter, but it doesn't taste like peanut butter, but it looks like peanut butter. We're gonna spread this all along the cracks of all your cabinets to kill the Japanese roaches. I'm looking at him like, all right, so what's your plan for the Nazis? All right, and for the German roaches, we've got this high-powered spray. Now the dude's got this big can with him, with a big squirty thing. We're gonna take this high-powered can of bug spray, the most potent that we've got, and we're just gonna squirt it all over the house, in the cracks and the corners of all the walls and along your garage, and that will kill the German roaches. So I'm looking at Einstein of Roachville, and I'm thinking, okay, cool. He's gonna kill the German roaches, he's gonna kill the Nazi roaches, he's gonna kill the Japanese roaches, the kamikaze roaches. Let me tell him about the freaking fucking spiders hanging up above my doorway too. So I say, excuse me, sir, I also have spiders that are making webs right in my doorway. So every night I come home, I'm frantically putting the key in the fucking door, praying that these suckers don't land on my head. So I says, please, can you do something about the spiders? And real serious, he looks at me, and he moves his glasses, and he says, so you got spiders. Well, that's a whole different tactical system. I'm like, holy shit, this guy is like, thinks he's special ops of bugs. I'm like, and what special tac force would be needed, sir, to kill my spiders? Well, you see, spiders are intelligent creatures. Yes, they are. They have these long legs, and they have learned to walk carefully gliding over the spots that we spray. Therefore, the spiders live while the other insects die. Holy shit, this was getting really fucking complicated. I'm like, listen, dude, how much is it going to cost me for you to get the whole tactical force together, just get all the combative necessary tools to kill the roaches and the spiders? How much would that be? Well, for you today, it's $42. Here you go, sign here. So I'm looking at the paper, and thank God, and I'm telling you, this is a true story. I don't know if any of you out there are exterminators. If you are, you know what I'm talking about. I signed the paper happily after noticing, yes, indeed, there was these boxes on the paper that said German roaches, cockroaches, water bugs. I mean, it's listed. So the guy wasn't fucking psycho, which was a real relief to me. He became my best friend, got rid of the roaches, but I just had to share that story with you guys because, I mean, come on. You invite the bug man to your house, and it's like, are they German roaches or are they Japanese roaches? Well, I don't know, dude. They're not coming in swarms of kamikaze roach packs and blowing up in my fucking living room. And I don't notice that the German roaches are releasing any sort of gas that's killing me because I might have Jewish blood. I don't know these things, okay? Anyways, so I had to share that with you. I don't know if any of you ever been through that, but beware of your fucking roaches. There's a whole system to really killing them.